Merry Christmas, everyone!
Ho, ho, ho!
Ahead of you, you have funny, mainly funny. Yeah, just funny stories. Funny stories. We have story time with everyone. This will be the funniest things. The stories of how Damien and I met, some funny stories of Christmas with Damien's mother, and
Just I knocked myself out on a tree.
yeah, that one was hilarious.
Question.
I hope you all enjoy. You went on a date on Christmas Day?
I did. I actually flew to the Keys for a date.
You flew. Wait. Like, have you met this person before?
Yes, I actually... Alright, so I used to go on debt to Key West in the Navy all the time.
Alright.
So, I was in Key West and my friend owns Irish Kevin's. My friend Darren. And so Darren used to see these guys always coming over asking me out, and I was... Because it's Key West and that's what guys do, they get drunk.
My dad is from Key West, be very careful.
So, anyways... These guys kept coming over asking me out, and I kept being like, yeah, right, no.
Yeah, go away, or I'll punch you.
Exactly. Thank you. Somebody gets me. I love that. So, I'm in Key West, and finally one day Darren is like, you're so mean. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not mean. And he was like, well, you're mean. Like, this is why you're never going to be happy. Because you won't even let a guy have a date with you. And I was like, I will too. And he was like, no, you won't. And I was like, yes, I will. And so this guy came over and was like, hey, so, you know, I've seen you in here a few times. And I was thinking, and I was like, sure, we can have a date. How about Christmas Day? That'll be romantic.
Think about what's going through his mind. He's like, oh, okay, that was a lot easier than I thought.
So,
It's highly unexpected.
Which already was a terrible idea for terrible reasons.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, I fly to the Keys, and, you know, my cousins all live out there, too. So, you know, I made the mistake of telling one of them I was going to go...
They're like, whoa, what? You're going
Yeah.
on dates? It's like, we must know the details.
Yeah, I told one person, and he told all my other cousins, and they all show up at the bar I'm supposed to meet. And
Merry Christmas! It's like, oh, shit.
I'm like, no. So I'm like, fine. So I call the dude, and I'm like, look, just pull up on your little scooter thingy, come into the parking lot, and do not come in the bar. I'm going to have a drink, and I will run out and meet you in the parking lot. So I do this so that he doesn't have to be subjected to all of my crazy cousins. I get on the motorbike, and we go to this restaurant, and he's just a complete jerk the whole time. He's rude, so rude to the waiter. And he keeps getting up and going outside to smoke and talk on his phone every 2 seconds.
So the human version of Simon.
Oh, yeah, and it's expensive hell because it's Christmas Day. So it's like a,
it's like
$350 prefix menu. So, yeah, so the waiter at one point comes over and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh honey, no, I was coming to say I'm so sorry for you.
just like, oh.
So finally the dude comes back in and pulls this whole I forgot my wallet thing.
Oh
and
my god.
Freaking kidding me? So I get on the motor scooter and I'm like, drop me off at Irish Kevin's because all my cousins, I told them I'd meet up with them later. So they're all waiting for me at Irish Kevin's. So I'm like, just pull up to Irish Kevin's and I'm going there. So he goes to pull over and I'm like, oh no, do not pull over. The date is over. Officially over. You are going somewhere else, and I am going in here, and have a nice life.
You are going somewhere where I will never see you again, and I'm gonna go have fun on Christmas. Yeah, just, you know, screw you. Just go away now. Okay, bye.
Exactly. So I send him on his way, and I walk through the door, and of course my cousins have now told everyone in the entire place that all my friends who work there, everybody, that I was going on this date, even my friend Jeff Harris, who's playing on stage. So I come strolling through the door, and Jeff stops the mid-song, stops playing. And he's like, Jenny, how was the date?
You're just like, it was horrible!
I sort of freeze like a deer in the headlights, you know?
Yeah,
and he's
it's
like, oh, that bad, huh? Come here on stage and tell us what a bad date's like.
Come up here on stage and tell us what a bad date's like.
Yeah. So all my cousins are there already laughing so hard they're crying. And I get up on stage and I have to tell the story of my bad date and all the stupid things he did and said on the date. And then I get to the part about the wallet, and the whole place, which is, by the way, wall-to-wall packed, just is like, oh!
Oh, no way! Just... You could have told everyone their address and they would have burned his house down.
Pretty much, yeah. So I coming off the stage and I notice that Darren has lined up shots from one end of the bar to the other, and he's like, right this way, sweetie. I'm sorry I talked you into this date. So I go over, and my cousins come over, and we proceed to get completely hammered, and my cousin has to carry me to my room and put me in my bed and leave me there hungover with a bottle of water.
Merry Christmas.
So I wake up to this with a horrible hangover, and that was my Christmas.
Best and worst Christmas ever.
And how long ago was this?
I don't know, 6-7 years ago.
Jesus Christ. And yet I remember it like it was yesterday.
And I remember it like it was yesterday, even though I can't remember what happened that night. It's like, oh. Oh, God.
I think that suffices.
Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. I mean, I've got like a horrible thing that I did, like, today, or at least my family did, because, okay, so Damien, you know how my grandma has dementia and Alzheimer's? So bless you.
Thank you.
So she came over today, and we were doing like a party and stuff like that, and she gave, or my mom gave my dad a music CD that he just hated because he didn't know any of them, and he was like, oh my God, this looks horrible. So what we did is because he didn't like it, he went over, in front of her, he had already opened it in front of my grandma, and she looked at it, and he went over, put it in a stocking, and said, oh, I think there's something in your stocking. And it's like, she's like, really? And she walks over to it, and she goes, oh my God, look at this music disc, this is so great. And we're looking at each other like, did she really just, but we saw that, but, and I'm just sitting there just like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to, he's like, oh my God, look at this music, it looks amazing, I'm gonna listen to this all the time. You know, I was planning on dancing this, she already told us before, and I was like, memory, just gonna act like that's completely normal. And then she walks away, it's like, and then, like, she comes back, and she looks on the table, it's like, did you guys give me this? It's like, oh my God. She goes over, it's like, oh my God, look at this music. Oh no. Worst thing ever, but hilarious.
Over and over and over.
Exactly.
Nope.
It's like, think about this. What you could do is you could get someone the same Christmas gift every year, and they'd just be like just as amazed. It's like, whoa.
And the next day, it'll be in their house. It's like, why do I have so much of the same thing?
Yeah.
Single morning.
And then they'll complain about it for the other like 364 days of the year. But when Christmas comes around and they get that gift at the end, they're like, whoa, look at this!
Oh my God, this
is amazing!
Whoa!
You guys are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost at the exact same time. Just, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I do good things too. Damien, how many things have I bought you?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
And they are all video games. And I am not complaining.
Exactly.
So my question is, should I ever go on another date?
I mean, like, okay, I think you should be the one asking.
There.
What, Michael?
I think you should be the one asking, and, like, it shouldn't be, like, just, like, some random person walks up, like, by the way, I've been seeing you around here, it's like, I don't know you, and by the way, I'm not gonna pay for our meal, so yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
I think I should check, like, references and qualifications.
You should sit down, and when someone approaches, like, wait, if you're planning on asking me on a date, fill out this resume. It's like, okay, sure.
Yeah, it's like a job interview. Just, okay.
Oh,
I want you to fill out this resume.
And last Christmas, I actually got a text from him for the first time, like, wishing me a Merry Christmas.
It's like, hey, Merry Christmas! Remember that time I took you out and I didn't pay for anything and I was a jerk? Yeah, you want to do that again? It's like, no, go away.
No, it's just like, remember that time we
I
went
don't
out
know
on
what
Christmas?
he was thinking. I was like, really?
It's like,
Merry
remember
Christmas?
That, it's like,
Really?
remember that time we went out on Christmas Day and that was just a huge steaming pile of dicks?
You should have just been like, by the way, I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Hanukkah, you inconsiderate swine. And just, like, ended it there.
Hey,
Privilege.
Yule.
Check your privilege!
Check your privilege.
I said, I'm pagan, okay? It's Yule.
God.
Oh, God.
Like, freaking pleb.
You freaking pleb. It's like, make sure you know what you're doing before you go around and you just talk to people. Because, you know, that's kind of horrible in my school. Like, God, people are just weird.
Well, yeah. They are.
They are. Like, I don't get people. Like, why? How do they work?
Mom, you're the person who screams at people who can't even hear you on the road.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I don't
Hey,
think
hey, that's my dad. Don't worry.
Stupid someday. I'll stop doing that.
No, you won't.
Oh.
I'll do it less.
I mean, like, and from their eyes, it's not gonna happen. Because there's always gonna be one person that gets you angry, and then you're just gonna be ticked off for the rest of the drive.
True.
Oh my God, you guys want to hear about something horrible that happened? All right, so Damien, you know how my mom's birthday is like coming up soon? She's
Yeah.
like turning 42 and stuff. So this was last year. We went for her birthday. Her birthday is on January 3rd. Yes, January 3rd. And on her birthday, we decided to go out to lunch at a burger place that she really liked. And we went there. Everything was kind of like normal, but my dad started to look really angry. Like he got like all frustrated and stuff and we're just like, okay, what the heck's going on? So we order our burgers. The burgers come out, and my dad is a picky eater when it comes to cheese because he's not lactose intolerant, but he's just allergic to cheese. And he just has like a bad reaction with it. And his has like some cheese on it and stuff like that. And he's like, no, I can scrape it. And he's like, no. And my mom's like, no, I can like send it back and stuff like that. It's like, no, don't do that. I don't want you to make the. And then the waiter comes back and she's like, oh, could you send this back? And my dad's like, I told you not to fucking say that. Don't send it back. You've never done this to me ever. And we're like, what the fuck is going on right now? So it's like, and the person like is the waiter feels like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't be here right now, and kind of like backs away, goes away. And he looks at us, is like, okay, so I probably should have told you guys this earlier, but when we walked in, I was looking over at the grill, and the person who's preparing all the food is sneezing all over the food. And I'm like, why didn't you tell us this? Why were you waiting? It's like, yeah, I didn't want to ruin it. It's like we would have understood and we would have left, but because you're just like, no, I'm just gonna not tell you guys. I'm gonna just sit there. So we're going out, and he exploded. He was just like going crazy. He was like, "You guys are horrible." And it was all because like he saw that and stuff like that. We go back to the car, and he looks over and he's like, "So that was funny, right?" And he's like, and we're like, "You are not playing this one off. No, it's not happening." It's like, "Oh, okay, sure." And it's like, "It is my mom's birthday. You piece of crap." He's like, "Don't do that." He's like, "Okay." So he drives all the way home, and we go out. We go out to dinner the same night at a better restaurant. And literally, like, my dad is like, "Don't worry, they're not sneezing on the food here." And it's like, "Good, tell us that straight away. Now, don't say anything." It's like, okay.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh,
scary.
God.
Your family sounds really funny.
They do sound funny.
My family is funny, but like they're funny by sometimes being stupid in very weird ways. My mom, oh my god, the sayings she comes up with, the sayings. Okay, you know how like people say like it's water under the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll say like it's water flooding the bridge instead. And if it's instead of like it's breaking the ice, it's like, oh, it's breaking the water. And it's like, no. Really? I remember sitting in a hotel room. We were out traveling. We were sitting in a hotel room, and And like my dad said something, and she's like, "Oh, you dug your bed now?" And it's like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, and you made your grave." It's like, "No, you make your bed and you dig your own grave. You don't what?" And he's like, "You dug your bed." It's like, who says that? Who says you dug your bed? And it's like, well, I mean, like I just like no one says that. And I'm sitting there, it's like, what? It's like, what did you just say? It's like, oh, you dug your own bed. It's like, would you dig a bed? Well, like a shovel? You just get a shovel and you're like, oh, look, that's a bed. I might as well start digging. And that.
Wait, maybe it's like, hey, I dig that bed, man. Like, I really like the comforters and.
Yeah, dig that bed, dude. It's like.
It's where it's like, can you dig it?
Right?
No. Maybe it's like that.
Maybe. Probably not.
I mean, you can dream.
You can dream. Oh god. Let's see. What else happened recently that was kind of ridiculous? Oh my god. All right. So, Damien, you know how I went to school in my suit? I forgot from what day it was. It was some random. It was the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or not the weekend, but the day before Thanksgiving break. And that was the same day that I had to go get my passport photos renewed.
What?
Right? Yeah, I had to go get my passport photos renewed.
Okay.
The same day that I was wearing the suit. And I guess my mom was like just deciding to like wear a dress like that day. So like I was like, okay, sure. So we go over to the area, and at first everyone who we like the what is the place that we go to? I forgot what it's called, but they've got like this this metal security gate that you have to like walk through, this metal detector, and I walk through it and everything like that. And all the police officers are looking over at me like, "You here for court?" I'm like, no, I'm not here. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure you're here for. It's like, no, I'm getting my passport photo renewed. So we go over to the passport area, and we walk up, and the person who's like at the area looks kind of like fumbled and is like looking for stuff. And we walk up, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, one moment." It's like, "We're here for like passport photo renewal." It's like, "Oh, I thought you guys were gonna get married." And it's like, "What?" It's like, "Did you just?" It's like, "Yeah, I honestly thought I was about to like marry some people right about now." It's like, she's 40 years old, she's 41 years old, and you just, I'm 16. It's like, did you just? It's like, yeah, I mean, like, you looked really well dressed, and like a married couple that came in like the other time who was gonna get married, like the guy was wearing like a baseball cap, and like the girl was wearing short shorts. So I mean, this was like a step up, and like,
yeah, but I'm just saying that to me married Ashton, so you never know.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know about that. Doesn't really make sense. But we do all the pictures and everything, and we leave. But unfortunately, the first like 3 times we tried to do this, we were idiots. We came in, and everything was full, and we went to the wrong place, and we didn't have like the money that we had to pay to renew it. And the second time, us being complete idiots, came in. And the entire ride there's American flags all over the place, everything like that. We arrived there, we're like, "Oh, it's closed. Why is it closed?" And then we're like, "It's Labor Day." It's Labor Day. It's like, just yeah, we're gonna go home now. And then we just like drive home. I just like, "You guys are idiots." It's like, yeah, just gonna go and cry now. Now, Damien, you gotta have funny stories, man. There's got to be something that you just can't remember.
I mean, it's not Christmas, but did I tell you about the time that I took my mom's purple, what was it, like...
Wait, I've got a better one for Damien.
See, I think it's going to be immediately better.
Did he tell you about the time that he was playing football? And
Oh, no,
Yes,
you're not.
yes.
Okay,
So-
hold on, I can tell it better. You weren't even freaking there.
No.
Don't patronize
No,
me.
I get to tell
Okay.
it. You didn't even remember it.
You already
I get
told
to
the
tell-
story.
Michael, who do you want to
You
tell?
already told
How
the
about, wait a minute, I want to hear your story first, and then I want to hear Damien's. I want to hear, like, his side after yours.
Okay, so here's what happened, and I'll start with the phone call I get from his coach. Damien had been going out for football, right? So they make all the kids play, and I guess that's how they pick out like who's going to be on their football
Alright, first
team.
of all,
and
no,
stuff.
that's wrong. Okay, what it was for our English class. We were going outside because we all did really well on our tests. And we were having a free day outside. And a bunch of kids started playing football, and I wasn't with them.
Then why was the coach there? Because it was the coach that called me.
Because the coach was supervising.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, I get this phone call from the coach, and he's like, so, your son, not really a football player, is he? And I was, no, more of a reader, that one. Kind of a bookworm. And he was like, no, you don't say. And I'm like, did something happen? And he's like, well, actually, yes. I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to explain to you how this happened, and I really just don't have anything but the truth. So he was attempting to catch a football, running backwards, ran into the only tree on the property, knocked himself out cold. Yep.
This is the part with he somehow managed to hit the only tree.
Yep. And knock himself out cold on it.
Knock himself out cold while he's running backwards. Oh my god.
Running backwards at the time, I suddenly turned and started gaining more velocity, and then I look, and there's a tree.
There's a tree.
My
A
face.
Sloan tree.
Ah, shit. And then, next thing I know, I'm awake, lying next to a tree, and I'm just like, what just happened?
I can almost imagine you thinking that, like, you're the interceptor, and, like, you have to tackle him because he's a player, and you're like, this tree must be a person trying to catch the ball. Doosh! And just, like, headbutts into the tree.
It's just like, I can take him, oh god!
Oh no, it's a tree.
He's several thousand pounds of solid wood! Why would I think I can take him?
Was it like a big tree, or was it like a skinny tree?
Decent-sized tree.
It was a decent-sized tree? It wasn't like a big oak or anything. It was like...
That's not a palm tree. It's Florida, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Wait, when
Then-
was this?
It was like elementary. No, it was middle
It's
school.
middle school.
Like my second year of middle school.
Wait, okay, so it was the year that I had arrived, but not the year that I knew you.
Yes, we met
I meant the year after. Man, I
Next,
wonder if you were actually, like, smart before. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Like, did I tell you a story of how we met?
Well, hold on.
Somehow,
hold on, wait.
there
So, in the final parts of my conversation with said coach,
Oh, no.
he's like, I just want you to understand that I've never seen anything like that in my life. Ever. And I've been covering football for like 20 years.
Well, no one actually saw it happen because people were just ignoring me because I was terrible at the
He
game.
saw it. He said he saw it. He witnessed it.
Really?
And he was astounded that such a thing was
He's like,
possible.
wow, you are amazingly bad.
And people were just like, "You are bleeding from your head." I'm just like, "Really? I don't feel anything." Maybe that was just from blacking out, though.
No,
And
he
the
had a
teacher's like,
concussion.
Yeah, I had a straight up concussion. Yeah, did I tell you a story of how I met Mom? Somehow, during the second last year of middle school, there were me, him, and our mutual friend Joy had every single class together.
Every single class.
All of them.
Every class ever, in order, with each other.
Order, all together, every single class, seated almost immediately next to each other.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And I don't know.
Bros for
none
life.
of it happened.
Your poor teachers.
I mean, I do remember sitting in Mr. Schaefer's class and all of a sudden hearing Damien's phone go off. So, like, I think his dad was calling him or something. Funniest thing ever. What was your ringtone at the time?
Oh, I think I had it as my alarm tone as well. I think I made it something really loud and obnoxious.
It was like a really loud and obnoxious song. It was a really loud and obnoxious song. And we're like in the middle of like reading a book and all of a sudden you're like, it's like, okay, yep. It's like,
Sorry, my dad's calling. Hold on.
and I'm like, dude, you got what are
And I
you
think
doing?
that's part of the day. We're just like, we lock eyes. Just like we have had every single class together.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, we
This.
it's like, we got this. I forgot, like, what it was. I think I'm trying to remember, like, I first met you, and I think I heard you say, like, that's very nice, how's it going, you got there, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, that was back when the.
Wait, so he went to the military academy? or-
No. That was my first high school. This was Venice Middle.
Venice Middle.
Yeah. It was. And the weirdest thing was we were all part of the Young Marines thing.
Right.
Significantly even lowered the chances of the exact same thing happening.
Oh my god, I remember you, Michael. Now I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember me! Yay! Memories! Now you must hate me. No, just kidding.
His classes, but as soon as he just said Young Marines, now I can.
Now it's just like, oh my god, I figured out the code to the Matrix.
Talked about everyone in the class calling me mom.